Colleagues, dear friends, distinguished guests, Madam Minister, I'm very proud to be here today representing your global union as you mark your 41st National Congress and prepare to set your agenda for the next 4 years. Your president, Sławomir Bronias, also a member of Education International's executive board, is very kind to invite me to be here with you. Thank you. You are all extremely fortunate to be part of a union with a history as long and as rich as this one. It's hard to imagine that your union has existed for 109 years, for 110 years. It astonishes me. To consider what Poland, your people, your members have lived through during that time. And as I speak, the centenary of the First World War is being commemorated across Europe and many other parts of the world. A war that now only exists in the history books, in classroom lectures, and in the hallowed sites across this country. Its memory outliving anyone who witnessed it with their own eyes. But ZNP was here and still is. 109 years. The Union and this country have seen 2 major wars, have achieved independence, lived through communism, and have become a member of the European Union. Yes, the world is a different place today than when the foundation of this organization was set. But history provides us with a cautionary tale, one that has great importance today, one that directly affects all of you here. In January, I will be back in Poland, but under very different circumstances. Education International will join ZNP and our affiliates from Germany and Israel in Auschwitz to commemorate another solemn event, the 70th anniversary of the Holocaust. I won't take your time to explain the importance of remembering one of the darkest periods you have endured, but to make a point of why we must recognize these events, no matter how horrible they were. Colleagues, the tensions in this region are the highest they have been since the end of the Cold War. You are witnesses to the conflict and political strife that your neighbor to the east is enduring. Russia's aggression towards the sovereignty of Ukraine has questioned the enduring stability that Europe was only able to attain following the mass destruction and bloodshed of World War II. Colleagues, you are probably asking yourself, why is he only reflecting on the darkest moments? Well, the answer is simple: education. As educators, we hold the great responsibility to ensure that current and future generations never forget those horrors. And we must see that our children learn and understand the worst parts of our history, because if we don't, we are only doomed to repeat them. And as a union, you know the power of solidarity. For many years, you have shown a strong commitment to international involvement throughout Europe and beyond. ZNP understands how important it is to maintain strong partnerships with unions near and far. As every member here knows, we have a greater chance of confronting and conquering the multiple challenges facing the education sector today if we do it together. And as educators and as a union, thank you for your solidarity and your support for your colleagues in the Ukraine. Thank you very much for that. Colleagues, there is a global debate about the future of education that involves two educational visions. The first one is grounded in the understanding that without highly qualified, self-starting and motivated teachers, there is little or no chance of all children getting the education they deserve. Neither is there much chance of countries having stable societies or sustainable economies without quality teachers. And it is that vision that brings us all together in the Education International. The second vision is sustained by the illusion that education can be delivered more cheaply and efficiently by the free market, preferably with fewer, less qualified staff and a liberal dose of one-size-fits-all programs and standardized testing. It's the second best vision. What does this mean for our profession? Well, what we know is that worldwide, teachers are increasingly working on limited contracts, that they earn salaries often below the average wage, that their workload is increasing, that their professional space is getting smaller and smaller, that their autonomy is challenged, their access to professional development limited, and that they often lack the qualifications, the skills, the support, and the learning materials to teach and to teach well. We call this deprofessionalization. And colleagues, it is our most serious challenge. It is through this scope that over the past year, Education International has successfully run the Unite for Quality Education campaign, a global effort that has brought together our member organizations under one theme, allowing them to embrace a positive message. The campaign built on three pillars: quality teaching, quality tools, and quality learning environments, has been very successful. We want our schools, from early childhood institutions to our colleges and universities, to be accessible to all. Nobody should be left behind. Education is not a handout. Education is not a commodity. Education is a basic right. That is our vision. That is the message we must get across to all governments around the world. Colleagues, yesterday was the 25th anniversary of the Convention on the Rights of the Child. Another quite defining moment in history, when for the first time all children around the world were viewed as human beings with their own set of rights, including the right to education. So to mark this occasion, I'm going to ask you for help. As part of our Unite campaign, we have launched, together with the United Nations Envoy on Global Education, a worldwide call to our membership to sign a petition, to sign the Up for School petition. This is our opportunity, colleagues, to put pressure on world leaders to keep their promises, making 2015 the year all children secured the right to go to school, to have a qualified teacher and to learn. People power works. Big numbers of people mobilizing over an issue cannot be ignored. We believe that in the coming 12 months, we, the teaching profession worldwide, should be able to collect 6 million signatures. So I'm asking for your help and to go to our website, to sign up for our newsletter and to sign the petition. And if you're not able to get to a computer, you can also sign up today by hand on paper. Once again, I would like to thank you. The influence we at Education International have accomplished on the global stage has only made possible by the support of our affiliates, by your support. Colleagues, I've been very honored to speak here today and to see your achievements firsthand. I wish you well in your deliberations and debates over the next few days, and I look forward to hearing the outcomes. Thank you very much.